Paul Wright. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So it's been quite some time since I posted a setup video, kind of showing off my setup. It's been quite a lot of changes, I think, over the past few months here, so I figured I'd go ahead and do an update video on my setup. So yeah, the Xbox One is officially completely retired. I no longer have any use for it whatsoever. I'm done with that laggy ass system. I never really cared much for the Xbox One, to be honest. The Series S is just a much better unit, so it's now sitting in here. And in case you're wondering, like, you're worried about the overheating issue or whatever, the vent is up top here. I haven't noticed any difference between it sitting vertically or horizontally. It seems to be fine either way. So it's now, that's why the dragons are oriented strangely, because this is the same Series S that I was using in my main setup for a few years now, like basically since the thing launched. But now that I upgraded to the Series X in my living room, I don't have any use for it still being in the living room, so it's now replaced my Xbox One that was in the secondary setup here. So the PS3, I've got one of my PS3 sitting on top of my PS4. And beneath all of those, I have a modded original Xbox sitting right there. And all of these systems are connected to HDMI. They're connected into this HDMI splitter up here, sitting on top of my soundbar here. So I'm utilizing all 5 of the HDMI ports on this HDMI splitter. That dildo thing up there on top, that's actually a Fire Stick. So I have 2 Fire Sticks, one connected to each of my TVs. On here I've got the PC on HDMI 1, so I can use the big ass monitor here basically as I got a backlit keyboard. It's wireless. Go ahead and turn it on. It's hard to do this with one hand. There you go. Yeah, it's nice and backlit there, so if while I'm laying in bed, I can sit here and browse the internet on my TV here. I've got a new ceiling fan that I literally just installed today. It comes with this remote here. I can adjust the fan speed and, you know, the color temperature and the brightness and all that. It's pretty nice. Yeah, and thankfully there's no glare. That's like the one thing I was kind of worried about with the ceiling fan, because it's an LED light strip around it. It looks really nice. It looks really modern and everything. It really goes well in this room here. And yeah, the Series S ends up looking really nice on this TV too. So that was actually a good upgrade here, instead of the Xbox One, to put the Series S in here. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So here are my controllers that I'm using for my setup here. This one is for my PC. If I want to play a game on there, I've got one controller connected there. I replaced the caps. I added some third-party caps to this original Xbox controller. I've had it for a very, very long time. This is, you know, loose. It's not in like it should be, but whatever, it's fine, it works. I actually opened this whole thing up and cleaned the whole thing out really good. The rumble motor on it no longer worked very well, so I just went ahead and cut that out, you know, just lessen the weight of it. Yep, and I got my DualShock 4 controller here. I've still got the custom triggers that I put on it. Still work just fine. Nothing wrong with that. Still works. Yep, here's my Series S controller that I use in here. Very similar looking to the original Xbox controller here, just white instead of black. Yeah, so those are the controllers that I use in here. So not much has changed with my primary setup here, but as you guys know, I got a Series X now, like I said, to replace the Series S, which is kind of starting to show its age a little bit. Still a great machine for backwards compatibility and all that, but just like the newer titles, not so much. But yeah, I got my PS5 right here, got my Xbox 360 right here, and this was where my Series S was sitting. It was sitting right in here. I got my Kinect sensor on there. This is the 360 with the 500 gig hard drive. This is a wireless dongle, because I got a brand new 360 controller. But you guys already know how this setup works. Actually, the splitter works pretty much the same way as the one in my bedroom does. Basically, if you turn on a console, it'll automatically swap over to that input. So turn on the Series X, and it should swap over automatically on there. without me having to hit anything. There you go. See, just like that. And it'll just boot right into the Xbox. And it's all connected to my capture card, so it'll all work no matter what. All I got to do is just turn the system on and then just hit start recording and then hit start streaming, and then boom, we're live and recording and playing my game optionally. I don't have to record if I don't want to. I could just game just like this. Sound works, pass-through works, 4K visuals, looks super sharp, pin sharp. I'm glad I got the Series X. I don't regret the purchase, even though it was pretty damn expensive. It was like $650. Actually, I spent $700 on this because I got the Diablo bundle. So it came with Diablo 4. Because I really like Diablo 3, so, you know, finally got Diablo 4 now. But, yeah, I just recently played through Metal Gear Solid on the Master Collection. If you guys were holding off on getting the Master Collection, I think now is a good time to actually go ahead and pick it up. Because they did actually put out a version 3 update, which it adds like resolution option changes, so you can massively boost the resolution of the games, which really makes a big difference, of course. And yeah, I very much enjoyed playing through Metal Gear Solid. What a weird fucking game, though. Kojima's a horny fuck. I don't know what else to say. He's just a horny bastard. Somebody's gonna get pissed off and cry in the comments about that, I'm sure, but oh well. It's the truth, man. I'm sorry. Don't know what to tell you. But anyway, over here I got my PS2 sitting on top of my PS3. The PS2 is not connected right now. The PS3 is. I got that connected to the Electron Pulse. So basically this bypasses the PS3's stupid HDCP copy protection bullshit. And it'll also work on the PS2 as well. So I can capture PS3 or PS2 footage. I got a free McBoot memory card. It's a 64 meg memory card. This memory card is for PlayStation 1 games, so it'll actually recognize like if I play PS1 games on the PS2 here, it'll actually recognize this memory card as a PS1 memory card and allow me to save my games on there. So, yep. I believe Chrome has the same exact PlayStation 2. By the way, Chrome, if you're watching this, you know who you are, man. But yeah, this is actually, you have the same PS2 and everything as I do. This is actually, in my opinion, like the best model that they ever made. Was like the last one. It just seems to be the most reliable unit, because I've had this console a really long time. Like, I had this since, like, I think 2008 when my last PS2 died. This is the second PS2 I ever got, and I still have it to this day, and it still works. I still play. Actually, I was just playing Gran Turismo 4 on it the other day. Let's see if I can open this thing up. I don't want to knock it over or nothing. Yeah, I got Gran Turismo 4 out there. I actually prefer Gran Turismo 4 over Gran Turismo 7. Old school, baby. Old school. Hell yeah. But anyways, yeah. Not much has changed with the setup, like I said. It's pretty much just the Series X. I did get a couple of new games for it. I've got all the slots on there filled up now. All my Xbox One / Series X games sitting in there in the slots for this cooling stand or whatever you call it. Got 2 controllers in there now. That's a security camera that I have right there, in case you're wondering what the fuck that thing was, that little eyeball thing. Yeah, that's a security camera. I have security cameras set up throughout my home. And yeah, both HDMI splitters work exactly the same. I was really happy about that. As soon as you turn on a console, it just, boom, just swaps right over. Oh, I did actually properly label on my television here. You see audio return channels on there. I got my PC connected right there, and I got another Fire Stick 4K Max over there. So I actually went ahead and labeled everything. So my game systems are on HDMI 1. My sound system's connected to HDMI 2, the ARC port. I got my other laptop connected to HDMI 3 if I want to use the big screen as the desktop there. And I got my Fire Stick there. So I don't have this television connected to the internet or anything. So yeah, I think this has got what, 7,000 hours on the panel, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, I customized the picture mode. Let me see, going right into here about this TV. This is one of the things I like about the software version 5.5. That's my TV, in case you're wondering what this is. Yeah, there you go. This is the thing that I like about the LG panels is they'll actually show you how much hours are on the unit. Total power on time, 7,700 hours. There you go. I've had this TV for 6 years now. Back there, it's connected to the Xbox right there. That's a 7,200 RPM hard drive. It's an 8 terabyte hard drive. That's connected to this system right here. I got another one from my PS5. That's a 7,200 RPM drive. It's the same thing, same exact drive. One's up top for the Xbox Series X, and another one's down here right next to my PS5 for the PS5. So that's like 16 terabytes of storage for my games. Let me see something here. I'll show you all the games I got on this Series X. 364 games installed. I still got 3 terabytes of storage free. I've got a 2 terabyte solid state drive expansion card. I'm actually going to upgrade that soon for the 4 terabyte expansion card, and I'm going to put the 2 terabyte expansion card in my Series S. So a lot of data, man. A lot of fucking data, but I got a lot of fucking games. So yeah, this is the computer that I have in my primary setup here for capturing and recording. That's my Elgato HD60X capture card right there. And then if I need a bigger screen to work with than this, like I said, I can pull it up on here through my PC port. And then I can have it on my big screen there, but basically just go right into the OBS Studio, fire that up, show it on here. There's my chat over here. So that's how I can see the chat while I'm streaming. I've got this. This is my face cam. You can see me right there. Privacy cover on there. So basically, all I do is I just go over here, activate that. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, sorry, but that fires up there. Oh, I had to reactivate that one. Hang on. Oh, I had that hidden. That's why. There we go. Boom. Yeah, it's dark right now because it's in the screensaver mode because it's actually been over 10 minutes. So that's why it's dark on there. But normally it'd be lit up. But anyways, yeah. So I got the chat right there to my left. So I just glance down while I'm playing my game and I can see whatever you guys are saying right on the left side there. I've got all my stream statistics right down here. Let me go ahead and make this bigger. There we go, full screen. So it shows the frame rate that I'm running at, shows how much storage I have left in my solid state drive, shows how many frames I'm skipping. If there's an issue with the stream, it'll let me know. Yeah, OBS is great, man. Everybody should be using OBS. I don't know why anybody would be using anything other than this. If I want to record something from my computer directly, I just go to the display capture and make that visible, and then I just unmute the audio for the desktop. I can react to a video or whatever. If I want to react to a video, that's how I do that. And that's about off here, guys. So this is a pop filter. If you're wondering what this is, it's a pop filter. Green means that it's unmuted. Of course, I could also mute it on this. You can see there's my microphone activity. It's letting me know how much audio it's picking up. I'm really close to the microphone, so that's why it's peaking, but normally it doesn't do that. But I can just mute it anytime from right here if I wanted to, or I can mute it physically on here. I just hit this button right here, move that over a little bit. There you go, it's muted. So yeah, that's my setup, guys. I don't think there's anything else to show off really. I just figured I'd go ahead and show off exactly how everything works, how I stream, how I record, how I do my content. Like I said, at any point, that's what makes this setup so awesome to me, is that I love how I can either just play the game just like this, or, and this isn't in my way, by the way, this isn't blocking my view at all, it's just the angle that I'm at right now. But, you know, I can either just play my games just like this, or if I wanted to do a stream for you guys, I just go right over here, hit start streaming, then I can just hit start recording if I want to do a video upload later of the stream archive for YouTube, and I just upload it right to YouTube from my computer there. The chat, like you guys, as you guys know, I have the chat set up to where it'll show up on the screen. So it basically adds context for the viewer. especially for those on YouTube watching the archive. So it's not, they don't have to be confused. You know what I mean? Like if I'm responding to somebody on the chat, they don't see this. You guys normally don't see this. So that way it'll actually show on the screen itself, so you guys can see what people are saying and you can actually see the conversation. Yeah, so anyway, you guys have already seen this, but yeah, I got my games over here. Got a GameCube over there that I haven't used in years at this point. This is my samurai sword that my friend gave to me. I made a video about that. I still got that, of course. I got a boombox right here. It's got a cassette player on it, and it's got a built-in radio. So I actually do occasionally use that. And here's where I sit. I've got protection here, so when I piss myself, it doesn't ruin my nice leather chair. Real gamers don't have time for potty breaks, damn it. So I got, if I can find the right freaking one. There it is, the backlit keyboard, yeah. Computer's got the backlit keyboard just like the other one. This one's blue instead of red. It's the only difference. 3 different brightness levels on it. You just hit the function key and then this button right here. But I usually use this. This is my other wireless keyboard that I have. Logitech. It's off. That's off right there. It's red. You can see it's color coded. That's on. Green. Doesn't really show up on camera. Camera doesn't want to focus. My camera's being a detractor, dude. It's being a troll. But anyway, yeah, I usually just use that so I don't have to even bend over. So yeah, I got the boom arm right there. I got a gun in that right there. It's my pistol that's in there. And here's a close-up shot of my poster that I have. I've shown this before, but yeah, directly behind me, I've got my poster here that hangs up here on the wall. And yeah, so that being said, guys, you know, appreciate the patience and the absence here. I know I've been gone for quite a long time there, like about a month, if not longer. I don't even know, but it's been actually quite refreshing, just focusing on other projects and taking care of other things. But I'm definitely excited to get back. I want to jump into Mind's Eye this weekend, maybe finish it up in one more stream, probably another 5-hour stream, and I should finish that one up. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely ready to get back, guys. I'm feeling refreshed, and you know, Lord knows my back catalog of games isn't going to complete itself, so I'm ready to get back to it. So anyway, yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.